Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? I hope all is well. Hey, how you doing, Curtis? Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I appreciate you. Okay. Who guys? All right, we're gonna get started in a moment. Just give me a moment to get my bearings and get myself situated. And I will definitely be with you guys in a moment. Oh boy, it's been rough. It's been a rough couple of days for me. But we're going to have a discussion today. And hopefully, this discussion that we have today will help someone. I'm going to do a little story time. Tell you a little story about me. And we're going to talk about some other things too. So, that being said, let me just get myself together here. Good morning, Sheila Stubbs. Good morning, Terry. I am feeling so much better, Terry. I'm feeling so much better. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate you. Hey, how you doing, Tyrone? What's going on? I told you I need to call you. We need to have a conversation. So hopefully I'll be able to speak with you next week. All is well here. I'd first like to. I'll wait until I come on to say some of the things that I need to say. I'm just getting myself together here. My hair is a mess, and I may look a little disheveled, but I'm doing okay. I am. I really am. I'm doing okay, guys. Okay. Okay, let's get started here. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Hello and good morning. How are you? Hearing my face? Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope everybody's Saturday is going well. My Saturday seems to be going pretty good. I got up this morning. I made my coffee. Matter of fact, hold on for 1 second. I gotta go get my coffee. Okay. Okay, doke. I'm ready. I'm ready. I got my coffee in my MKingz cup. Shout out to Lisa Schulman for getting me this beautiful cup. Thank you so much, Lisa. And hey, what's going on to everyone on Facebook? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me here on Morning Talk. Well, Morning Talk is a combination of morning talk and up close and personal. First, I'd like to thank everybody for all of their well wishes on yesterday. So many people sent me both personal messages and left comments on the post I made because I was in the emergency room on yesterday. I had to go to the emergency room on yesterday because, excuse me, in the midst of me doing the show yesterday, I started to have shortness of breath. And my morning yesterday wasn't really too good. Um, and without saying anything too much about it, I was very angry on yesterday, which caused me to have an anxiety issue. And so, excuse me. Yeah, guys, thank you, and thank you guys for your compliments on my hair. I'm telling you guys, this hair I love it. It's beautiful. I love it. But it is so hot. It is. It's hot. And I guess because it's hot outside, it's about 90 degrees outside right now here in Rome, New York, where I am. It's hot today. But it's not even the heat. It's just muggy outside, guys. It really is just muggy outside. But at the same time, as much as I'm complaining, I welcome the weather because here in Rome, in upstate New York, our winters are very, very, very harsh, as you guys know. You guys that have been with both Joseph and I know that from us posting that sometimes we get snow like above the knee. So this hot weather or warm weather, we welcome it. Yes, we do. Hey, what's going on, Prince Monte? Monte, you can call me sometimes. I love your text messages. I love when I get messages from you. You can also call me sometimes if you like. Excuse me. One moment. Y'all, let me tell you something. If you're looking for something to make your room smell good, or if you're looking for something that just can change the mood and the energy in the room, this stuff right here, I'm telling you, I love it. This is Febreze. This is Febreze, and this is the wood scent. And I love it. I love this. I love the wood scent. It reminds me of home. It reminds me of North Carolina, where I grew up at. But thank you. Thank you so much for all of your well wishes, your prayers. Oh, so many people prayed for me on yesterday. And I'm telling you, I'm like, even just talking about it, I'm almost at tears. I'm almost in tears. I'm trying to, and really, please bear with me. I apologize. I'm really going to try to keep it together here this morning as I talk to you about mental health. Guys, it's very important for you to take care of your mental health. I'm going to tell you a story about me, and in the beginning when I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, PTSD. And hopefully, like I said, I'm telling this story because I really want it to, hopefully it will touch someone enough out there, or it will help someone that may need help. My mental health journey started back in 2009. Well, actually, it started before that, unbeknownst to me. In 2005, my nephew Calvin McCrae III, he was killed. My nephew had gone into, he had become a member of a gang, and he had gone into a store, a small bodega in Jersey City. Him and several other guys had gone into a bodega to rob it. Um, and in the midst of the robbery, my nephew was killed. One of the guys that was with him shot him and blew his whole entire head off. Um, that was not easy for me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. As the head of the family, I was chosen to go and identify his body. My nephew Calvin was more than just my nephew. He was like a son because I raised him. And to go and identify his body was tragic. It turned a day of sadness to tragedy. When I got to the morgue, they had him laid out on a gurney. It was a steel gurney, and oh God. You can do this, Jamal. You can do this. They had his body laid out on a gurney, and they had what was left of his head. Excuse me for a minute. They had what was left of his head. Laid out right next to him. I had never seen anything like that before in my whole entire life, let alone seeing a child of mine. He was only 14 years old. He was 14. He was 14 years old, my nephew. And that is where my mental health issues started. We got through the funeral. After the funeral, I thought I was okay. I did. I thought I was okay. 4 years had passed. 2009. I was in a relationship with someone. It was a very tumultuous relationship because we argued all the time. All the time we argued about everything. This was also a time where this person that I was in a relationship with, unbeknownst to me, I discovered that he was not HIV positive. He had full blown AIDS and had this diagnosis for over 5 years and never told me. I never knew. So we really argued. We really fought about that. And so a good friend of mine, he was my best friend at the time, God rest his soul. He says to me, he says, Tramel, have you ever thought about seeing a therapist? And I was like, seeing a therapist for what? He said, I think you're depressed. I was like, what do you mean depressed? I'm not depressed. I've always been a strong person. I've always, because of my tumultuous childhood, I had always tried to be a strong person, I always thought that I was able to deal with bad news in a good way. I don't know if you guys can understand me when I say that, but I was always, anytime I got bad news, for whatever it was, I just made this decision that I was going to be this strong person, or because I deal with things from a reality point of view. I look at life. I look at the reality. You guys, you hear me say this all the time. It is what it is, and I don't say that to brush it off or anything like that. I just look at things for what they are. Like, you see this speaker, it's here. It's right here. So it is a speaker. It is what it is, And so that's how I've always viewed things, Um, and back in 2009, that was early in my diagnosis of diabetes. And of course, you guys know, hopefully when you start to deal with health issues, you have to take the punches as they come. And I was very ill with my diabetes. I had just gotten my vision back because I went blind. And the doctors, when I would go to the doctor would say, oh, well, Tramel, this is wrong with you, or Tramel, this is wrong with you, and this is wrong with you. And so I just started to develop this tough skin, and I would, when a doctor would give me a diagnosis, or he would say, this is the issue, I would say, what I would say to myself, my inner self would say, Tramel, it's going to be what it's going to be. You're going to have to deal with it, right? So I just learned how to deal with things. So let me get back to the story. So my friend said to me, he said, Tramel, you should see a therapist. And I cursed him out. I was like, I'm not crazy. Why would I go and see a therapist and see this is what happens in the Black community. In the Black community, we tend to, when someone says go see a therapist, We tend to categorize that as being crazy, you know. And we as black people, that's the one thing we don't want to be deemed as. We don't want to be deemed as crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or we don't want people to look at us and say, oh, well, he's on psychiatric medication and he's seeing a psychiatrist. He's crazy. We don't want that because there's a stigma that comes with it, right? So I argued. Well, my friend argued and argued and argued, and he fussed with me and fussed with me. He told me, he said, you really need to go and see a therapist. And I said, I finally gave in. And I went to a place in New Jersey where I live in New Jersey called Irvington Counseling Center. And I met the therapist. I met with the therapist. And guys, when I tell you, that was one of the most relieving things for me. Because this man, this therapist that I talked to, he just listened. And he said not a word, not one word. And I couldn't believe it because no one had ever in my life, no one had ever just listened to me. And so he listened to me. He just listened. He asked me, okay, Terrell, what's going on? And I talked, and I talked, and I talked, and I talked, and I talked. And he just sat and he listened. In the first session, he just said, okay, we're going to end this session. And, when do you want to see me again? My schedule is open to you. And he gave me the options of, when he wanted to see me, when I could see him again. And, I made another appointment to go and see him again. And as time progressed with this therapist, we developed a rapport. And I have to say, he helped me a lot because he told me a lot about myself. And that's when I got diagnosed. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, and PTSD. It took about a year for me to really know who I was, and for the medication to really, like kick in, because that was one of the first things that they did. They had me see a clinical psychiatrist, and he prescribed me medication. And as I took this medication, it made me feel, in the beginning, it made me feel funny. It just really I had this unsettledness about myself. And I slept a lot. I apologize, guys. My diabetes monitor keeps bothering me. But anyway, like I said, it took about a year for me to really get grounded in this new diagnosis. And the medication was not easy. In the beginning, just wasn't easy. I'm not gonna tell you it was easy because it wasn't. It wasn't easy to take the medication, and it wasn't easy for me to accept the fact that I had this diagnosis because still in my mind, I, you know, thought what everybody else would probably think. I thought I was crazy. I'm taking this medicine. Um, I'm seeing a psychiatrist. I'm crazy. Um, I'm just crazy, you know. And so time went by, and as time progressed, I, I really just tried to maintain. I had a lot on my plate. Not only was I dealing with this mental issue of bipolar depression, anxiety, and PTSD, because my nephew was in a gang, I had to be put into witness protection for a while. Um, and I was away from the people that I loved. I wasn't allowed to communicate with them. I wasn't allowed to, um, do anything for a little while. Um, in the midst of that, my diabetes, um, I paid absolutely no attention to it. You know, at that time, I became insulin dependent. I was supposed to take medicine. I was taking a host of medications for my diabetes, more than 12 medications, plus the insulin that I was supposed to take. And I wasn't taking any of it. I wasn't. I just wasn't. I wasn't taking any of it. You know, I had not accepted that I was a diabetic. And because I wasn't taking my medication, and because I wasn't taking my insulin and taking care of myself, I was I was ill. I was very ill. I was very underweight. I was about 100 pounds. Um, I was in a wheelchair because I couldn't walk. That's how small I was. And I started to develop complications from the diabetes, like blindness. I had diabetic neuropathy. I got diagnosed with a condition called gastroparesis. And life just sucked. It did. It just sucked. It sucked, guys. And in the midst of this, I was dwelling. That's all I was doing. I was dwelling. I was dwelling on my past. I was dwelling on what happened to me as a child, being kidnapped and raped, being molested by a family member all my childhood. I was dwelling on all of that. That was all the baggage. I have all that baggage. Even in the midst of me, dealing with my mental health, I was dwelling on all this. I was dwelling on the identification of my nephew, identifying his body. I was dwelling on that. I was dwelling on, and I was also in fear. I was in fear of my life. I was in fear of my life because of my nephew's gang affiliation. I was in, oh God, extreme fear of my life. So I did nothing. I did nothing but stay in the house. I never went anywhere. I didn't go anywhere. I stayed in the house. And this went on, guys, for 10 years. 10 years. And then Joseph came back into my life. Yeah, Joseph came back into my life in 2018. And it was the happiest time. It was the happiest time. And there was some tumultuous times even with that. I had been a member of my church for 28 years. 28 years. And I had to walk away. I had to walk away from my church because my pastor was not pleased when she found out that I was marrying a man. She was not pleased. So I had to make a decision, and that was a very, very hard decision for me to make. But I had to make it. Do I stay at this church even in spite of my pastor not being happy, telling me that I would never be a deacon in her church because I was marrying a man? Or do I leave and find another church home where my husband and I can go to church and feel comfortable and not have to worry about the leader of the church having something against us? What do I do? So I made the decision that I was going to leave, and I left. I left my church, the church that I had been a member of for 28 years. I left. I called my mom and I said, Mom, I'm just not going back, because my mom was a member of the same church. So I'm not going back. In the midst of that, my mom wasn't happy because she didn't want me to get married to a man. Joseph and I had arranged our wedding and decided that we were going to get married on the 30th of June of 2018. And we invited everybody to the wedding that we wanted to be there. Unbeknownst to me, and my husband didn't tell me this until later, my husband didn't invite any of his family members. He didn't invite anybody to the wedding because he wanted me to feel comfortable, because nobody from my family. I'm sorry, guys, this is hard for me. Nobody from my family was coming to my wedding. My mom had told me that she was not coming. And my husband had only invited his sister to the wedding, and that was it. And Uncle Fred was there. And I didn't even know. Here I was about to get married, and we didn't have the wedding that we really, really wanted because we couldn't afford it. We had no money. And so my husband had only invited his sister, and I I was so dumbfounded by that because I love my husband's family. I love my sister-in-law. My husband's family is the family that I've always wanted. They've all been very good to me. They all showed me love from day one. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. I'm sorry. My husband's family had always shown me love from day one, and so I was like dumbfounded. Why are they coming to the wedding? Why are they coming? And on our wedding day, we had made this decision that we were just going to be happy. We're going to be happy. And so, the day of the wedding, my husband, my sister-in-law came, and surprisingly, not only did my sister-in-law come, but my husband Joseph, his cousin Val came, his cousin Kyla, my brother-in-law Corey, my sister-in-law's husband, my best friend was there, but nobody from my family was there. I had invited my sisters. My younger sister, she lived in Virginia. She couldn't make it. My older sister told me that she wasn't coming because her son had a concert that day. I invited all my nieces and nephews. Nobody showed up. But it was a beautiful day, guys. It was a beautiful day. We got married. Afterwards, we had a reception. We had a small cake and we had food. And, there were some friends there. The person that married me, Kevin Franklin, he was a friend of mine. And what was my best friend at the time, my friend Kim, she was there. And we were laughing and we were talking, we were having a good time and stuff. And I just went off into this corner because I looked and I saw everybody there, right? And there was nobody from my family there. There was nobody. There was nobody from my mom wasn't there. Nobody. And this was supposed to be the happiest day of my life. And I went off into this corner and I started crying, I'll never forget it. Val, my cousin Val, Joseph's cousin Val, she came over to me. She said, "Tramel, what's wrong?" And I just looked up at her and I said, "Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Just thank you." I was so appreciative. Although my husband was upset because they came, I was so glad that they did. I was glad. I was so happy because to me, at least one of us had a support system. About 5 minutes into me saying that, my mom was at the door. And I was so happy. I was so relieved. Even though she missed the wedding, I didn't even care. I didn't care if she missed the wedding. I didn't care if she missed us, exchanging vows. I did not care. She was there. That's all that mattered. That's all that mattered to me. She had been so mean to me before I got married. Cursed me out. I mean, one of the first things she said to me when she found out I got engaged, she said, "You should have prepared me for this." I said, "Prepare you for what?" "You should have prepared me for this." And when she said that, it felt like, I don't accept you. I've never accepted you. I do not accept this marriage. I do not accept this engagement. And that was it. It was like, oh my God, if you have never been cut off from your family, from your mom or your dad, it's hurtful. It's hurtful. It changes you. It changes you into this person that you never thought that you would be. And as happy as I was, excuse me, as happy as I was to marry my husband, I was going through something. I'm gonna try not to cry no more, y'all. I really am. As happy as I was to marry my husband, I brought that baggage of just despair and non acceptance and everything else that I had endured in the past 15 years. I brought that into my marriage. And when I tell you that me and Joseph fought, we fought. We fought. I mean, we fought like, and I'm not talking about physical. I'm telling you, I would say some things to Joseph that I look back on now, and I would say I couldn't even forgive. I couldn't forgive somebody for saying those things to me. I said some horrible things to him, but he's always been there. Always been there. He never give. He's never. He's the only person in my life that has never given up on me. I don't care how mad I get. I don't care what I say to him. He never gives up. He never, ever gives up. Sometimes, like yesterday, I said, "What's with this guy? What the fuck is with him? Is he out of his mind?" You get people in your life that love you so much and you don't even see it sometimes. Sometimes you don't see the love. Sometimes you just see the action or the reaction. That's all you see. Oh boy. Ooh, I got to shake this off. But here's the saving grace, guys. Here it is. The saving grace is that you have that one person in your life that just doesn't give up, right? And they endure what you endure. And you learn how to appreciate it. You know, you learn how to appreciate it. Um, I will tell you this: my mental health now today is such. I look at it in a perspective of like wearing this shirt. It's a part of me. Okay, it is. It's a part of me. My mental health is a part of me. My bipolar disorder, my depression, my anxiety, my PTSD. It's a part of me. It's not going anywhere. It's not. It's not going anywhere. Do I tell you that for you to feel sorry for me? No, because I don't want anybody to ever feel sorry for me. I don't. I tell you that I wear my mental health like a suit of armor, like a shirt, because it's a part of me. And because it's a part of me, I have to take care of it as if I take care of any garment that I put on. Like this shirt, when it gets dirty, I take it, I put it in the wash machine, I put some laundry detergent in there, I put some bleach in there so it can be nice and white. So it comes out nice and white. With my mental health, it's the same thing. It's like taking that shirt and putting it in the wash machine and doing what you need to do to keep it clean, to keep it to keep it so that um so that it never you never have to get rid of it. It might be my favorite shirt. Y'all, this fly is driving me crazy. I don't know where the hell it came from, but I'm gonna kill it because I'm the fly slayer. He is right here on the speaker. I think I got him. I don't know. I'm not sure. Um, you have to take care of your mental health. You have to. Otherwise, it will kill you. And you can't hold things in. Whatever is going on in your life, you have to. I'm not saying that you have to let it go, but you have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. About 2 months ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 kidney failure. The doctor told me I really didn't have a reaction. Didn't have a reaction whatsoever. It's like, you got stage 4 kidney failure. And, we talked about different options on what I needed to do and so on and so forth. And he said, Jamel, you need to go and see a nephrologist, which is a specialist that deals with kidneys. And of course, you guys know my husband, Joseph, he has end stage renal kidney failure. And so he's on a dialysis machine. And one of the things that continue to go through my head is I have this drive to not be on a dialysis machine because my husband said to me, he said, Tramel, I don't want you to have the same machine that I have on your side of the bed. And so that has driven me to a place where I just feel like I have to. I can't. And it's not easy. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating to Make that promise to yourself. And I've made that promise to myself. I made the promise to myself that I would not, I refuse to go on, I refuse to go on the dialysis machine if I don't have to. I refuse to. And so it becomes very frustrating. And because it becomes very frustrating, I have taken things out on people that really don't have anything to do with what's going on with my health. I've taken it out on my husband. I mean, I have yelled and screamed, been enraged, like enraged, guys, because I'm afraid. I can admit that. You know, one of the things that I learned through mental health is to own things. And I have to own that I have been in a rage, like a rage. Every single time I think about what could possibly be, it scares the fucking shit out of me. It scares me to death. I can sit here and tell you guys that. But at the end of the day, I have to deal with it. And at the end of the day, I have to accept that I did this to myself. Because in the earlier years, I did not take care of myself. I did not. I did not follow the doctor's orders. I did not take my insulin when I was supposed to. I ate the things that I wasn't supposed to eat. I did not exercise. I did not have a healthy life. I did this to me. That's the hardest part. And that's why I go to therapy. Because that's something that's hard for me to deal with. Is that I did this to myself. This is not a circumstance, you know. It's a complication of diabetes. You guys ever heard of that? Complications of diabetes. Complications of diabetes because you don't die from diabetes. Nobody dies from it. You die from the complications of it, meaning you have diabetes. You may have a stroke. You have diabetes. You may have heart failure. You have diabetes. You may lose a limb. You have diabetes, and you may go blind. Those are complications. Okay. And so now in my life at 53, I'm dealing with the complications of diabetes. It has hindered me a lot. I was working in the music industry as a musician. I had to leave. I had to stop. I couldn't tour anymore because my illness was getting in the way of my touring. So I became disabled. I'm disabled today because of it, because of my diabetes and because I didn't listen, because of my mental health. I didn't listen. I had to own all that. I have to own all that. All of that is in me. All of it. All of it is in me. And it's not a day that goes by. It's not a day that goes by that I don't have to deal with it. And some days I have good days. For the most part, I have good days. Yeah, I do. I have good days because I don't think about the past. But there are days when Man, you just don't know. You don't know some of the nightmares. I'm saying all this, guys, to say this. Take care of your mental health. I know that it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to accept. It's not. It's not an easy thing to accept. I know the people that told me, Tramel, you need to go seek help. You need to go see a psychiatrist. I fought that. I fought it. I fought it. It's not easy. It's not easy to say I'm going to go to a therapist and sit down and talk about me. It's not easy, but it's something that has. If you have to do it, you have to do it. I'm telling you, you have to do it. Because if you don't, my God, the nightmare that you will have. You think that you're having nightmares now. You think that you're dealing with mental. You think that you're dealing with your mental issues by yourself now, and that's bad. Oh gosh. And it sucks because in the black community, we've always been told, no, you don't talk about that. Or if you have a relative that has a problem, you keep them in the back room of the house and you don't let them out, you know, or you leave them at home when you go on outings because you don't want him to have an outburst. You don't want him to, as they say, you don't want him to lose his mind and cuss everybody out. Or, worse, even worse. Y'all, mental health is real. It's real. Hey, how you doing, Lisa? Thank you so much for joining me. Mental health is real. It is. It's real. You got to take care of your mental health. You got to take care of your mental health. If you think that there is something going on with you, if you're not feeling right, go seek help. And if you don't know where to seek help, ask your pastor, ask a friend to help you find some help. And even if you don't want to go full out and seek help, this is what you have to do. Talk to a pastor. Talk to somebody that's unbiased, that will listen to you. That will listen to you. Just listen, because for most of us, all we just need to do is we just need to just get it out of our system so that we can start from there. You know. Hey, Roxanne, how are you?
Hey, I just came up to say a few things, and I just want you to listen. Um, our childhoods are similar.
Yeah.
We both dealt with a lot of trauma as children,
Yes, we did.
and it's already been proven that when children deal with trauma, their brains develop differently. So you automatically have a chemical imbalance that has to be medicated.
Yes.
Um, so that should be one thing you may want to look into,
Hmm.
because I can look at you and tell that you're depressed. Now, I don't know what else is going on, but I can look at you and tell that you need to be on some kind of medication. And I'm only saying this is just what I see. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist. This is just what I see from what I've been through. I can see it all over your face. You need to be medicated and then to continue your therapy. Um, There's nothing. I've never been ashamed of being on medication and seeing a therapist. There's just nothing to be ashamed about. It is what it is.
Yeah,
It's just it's no different than um, fixing, say, your high blood pressure.
right.
It's 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 a condition that needs to be taken care of. Have you been taking any antidepressants or any medication?
Unfortunately, not anymore. Um, for one reason, um, they could not find a medication for me. It's been very difficult for them to find a medication for me because of the diabetes. A lot of the antidepressants cause high blood sugars, and so it's been very difficult for the doctors to find something for me. What they have found for me, um, they said makes the situation worse because I was passing out. I wasn't sleeping. Still not sleeping well. I sleep better now than I used to. There used to be a time, Roxanne, where I would stay up for 3 days and would not be tired or anything, would just like still keep going. It was like I was a machine or something, you know?
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
I, I want you to get back with your doctors and keep working on it. You can.
yes, ma'am.
What I found in my case is that I cannot be unmedicated because if I'm unmedicated, I can't get out of the bed.
Right.
I'm in the bed all day, every day.
Yeah.
So you need to keep working with your doctors because there's always new medications coming out.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm doing at this time. I'm working with my doctors, well, my therapist as well. I've really become very dependent on my therapist to get me through the day because what she does is like I'll give her a scenario, you know, and she will say, "Well, Tramel, this is how you should deal with this," and so I follow what she says, you know. Like I'll give you an example. Like when me and Joseph, when we have conflict with one another, she gives me a tool to use to either alleviate that conflict or bring it to, you know, a place
Resolution.
where I'm not like just going on this wild tangent,
Is
you know.
that is it
'Cause
working?
I have a temper. I have a really bad temper.
Okay.
Um,
Is it working now?
for the most part, it does work. It does work, but then
Then why are
you
you
know
so depressed?
there are those times when it does not work.
Mhm. Okay.
Um, I'm feeling the I'm feeling the depression because I've realized and see me I go into deep thought a lot. I'm feeling the depression because I've realized that I'm afraid. I'm scared. I'm scared of what may happen to my husband. I'm afraid for myself with my health issues. I'm definitely afraid for my husband and his health issues. Um,
Well, let me tell you this, Tramel.
it's stressful.
E- Everyone is going to die. We're all going to die. It just is what it is.
Right.
So that that y'all are doing what you're supposed to do for your health. That should be your main thing, is to
Mhm.
always take care of your health first, but that includes
Yes.
mental health as well. You
Yeah.
have to put as much energy as you put in to your other medications and talking with different doctors. If this doctor can't find you a medication, you need to go to another doctor.
Yeah.
You need to keep moving until you find what it is you need. You have
Yeah.
to fight
Yeah.
to be healthy.
Hmm.
So get off your ass and fight. Just
Yeah.
like I told your other little friend.
Hmm.
You have to fight for you to you have to fight to want to be healthy and whole.
Right.
And that's where your focus needs to be. Because
Um,
this kind of thing right here will ruin a marriage. I can tell you
yeah.
that the first time I was married to Jay, the biggest problem was that I wasn't medicated. That's the biggest problem. That was the biggest problem.
Wow.
So you need to be in fight mode, in warrior mode. You can kick everybody else's ass, kick depression's ass.
Yeah. I feel so broken, Roxanne. I do.
I know. I've been there. I know, Rich. I know exactly how you feel. And there are
I
people in this chat
hmm
that know what it is you're going through. You
Yeah.
are not alone.
Yeah.
You are not alone. But
Yeah.
you have to do what it takes for you to be. Nobody's going to do it for you.
Right. And the crazy thing is, Roxanne, people ask me all the time, "Well, Jamel, what what's wrong? Why are you feeling this way?" And it's frustrating to get people to understand that it's not just one thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes I cry.
Tremel,
You know?
there's a whole bunch of people in this chat that
Yeah.
understand exactly what you're going through because
Yeah.
they've gone through it.
Yeah.
I've gone through it. I know what it looks like. I know how it feels. The
Yeah.
hopelessness I felt before, hopelessness, um, nothing to look forward to. It's just like I just need to get through this day and do what it
Yeah.
is I need. I know all of those feelings. I
Yes.
know all of those feelings, but I also know that, and it takes a few medications for you to go through before you find the one medication that works.
hmm
Okay. So what works for me may not work for you, may not work for Elle Manning, may
Right.
not work for Lisa. See, but it's because people are different.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to go through a bunch of medications to get it right. But I can tell you, if you stick to it and you push through,
Yeah.
once you're medicated, right, and
hmm
you're in therapy, you can see
Yeah.
clear, you make better decisions, you'll feel better. You won't feel this hopelessness that you feel.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the great things is that I was very afraid to do this show today. I was very afraid to share this with everyone.
I don't know why, because most of us can, if it's not us, we know somebody who suffers
Yeah.
from depression.
I was very afraid, and I'll tell you why I was very afraid to share this because, I come up here, and you guys, you see me animated, and you see me happy all the time, and you see me joking and laughing, and you know, and then today I come up here and I'm this, I'm this. I am just I'm in serious mode, and that's what scared me about doing the show today. But I knew that this is what I had to do. I
Right.
knew it was like this. I tell you guys all the time about this good angel, bad angel
Hmm.
on my shoulders, and the good angel and the bad angel said, "You got to this. This is what you got to do."
You need to kill that angel, the bad angel.
Yeah, but even the bad angel was like, "Get your ass up," you know.
Yeah.
Because he ain't all bad.
Don't
He ain't
let
all
life
bad.
pass you by.
Yeah, see the
And
bad angel.
your focus needs to be on what you do have
Yeah.
and what is good in your life.
hmm
That's what when you have those bad feelings, you need to switch it immediately
hmm
and start thinking about what it is that you have, and you need to be grateful and you need to be thankful, and that's what you need to pray. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I heard you say that you need to talk to a somebody in your church. Anybody who is suffering from anything mental, I do not suggest that you ever go to anybody in your church. You
No,
need to
that's
go
not what
see
I
a
was.
professional,
Right. No,
a
no, that's not what I was
professional.
saying. What I was saying was I didn't. That my suggestion was if you don't want to go and seek professional help if you're not ready for that. See, because when you seek professional help, that's something you have to be ready for. Do you agree with me, Roxy? You got to be ready for it. And so,
I don't know.
I
I got to think about that one.
what my suggestion is that even if you don't want to seek out professional help, go and speak to a pastor. And the reason why I said a pastor, and let me just elaborate on that. I say a pastor, a friend, anybody that speak to someone that is unbiased, someone is that's going to sit there. They don't know you, they don't know what your issues are. Just someone that was just listen, just listen.
Right. There, and it's always good to have somebody who will just listen.
Yes.
But what I found out is that a lot of times in the church realm, when
Mhm.
people find out that you suffer from anything,
Yeah, they want to lay
um,
hands on you.
they'll use that against you in order to
Right.
manipulate you. That's why
Yes.
when it
Yes.
comes to church and mental health,
Yeah.
I keep those
You're
very
right.
separate.
And
You know what I'm saying?
you have you're right. You're right about that.
Because
Um,
I've just seen too many people be taken advantage of when all they really needed was somebody
right. Me too. Me
to
too.
listen to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
I
we're going to talk about we're not going to talk about it here, but we're going to talk after the show,
yes, most
um
definitely Roxanne.
so that
Definitely.
we can get you moving in the right direction
Well,
because
here's the great news. Here's the great news. Um, when I went to the emergency room yesterday, there was a counselor that spoke with me.
hmm
Hold on for one second. I'm sorry. There was a counselor that spoke with me yesterday, and she gave me some resources. And not only did she give me some resources, she made me an appointment. So I
to
want you guys to see
to
this.
see who.
Well, this is an appointment for me to see because the therapy that I do now is
hmm
by phone. It was because of COVID. And see, well, the reason why I've been dealing with this therapist that I'm dealing with is because of COVID. We moved up here. When we moved up here in October of 2019.
hmm
A couple of months later, COVID hit, so I was not able to see a therapist. I really wasn't able to get my feet planted here in therapy, you know. So the therapist that I have been seeing, although she's great, it's like I'm using her like a crutch. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
So this
Do
new
you see a separate doctor for the medication?
yes, yes.
Okay, when's the last time you saw that doctor?
Um, the last time I spoke to that doctor was 2 months ago because I see that doctor every 90 days. And when
Is
I
that
see
doctor
him,
here there in New York with you?
yes, and when I see him, he's like, "Well, we can't give you that medication because it's going to cause you to have high blood sugar. We can't do this for you because we don't want you to pass out because like the medications that I was taking, the different medications I was taking were causing these health issues with me.
Right.
And
And that's
so,
why I say you have to try a few medications before you get it
right,
right.
right.
You know what I mean?
So
So,
this new place that I will be going to is fully equipped because this is all they deal with. All they deal with is mental health. And so this new place that I will be going to um, is fully equipped to help me
good.
and give
That's
me the
good.
resources that I need. You
That's
know,
good.
not only will they help me with my own self, they'll help me with my marriage. You know,
Good.
And the lady said to me, she said, "Well, let's work on you first. Let's get
Mm-hmm.
you together first."
Right.
And once we get you together, then we can move forward and
Is this
everything else.
a black is this a black folks you're gonna be seeing, or do you know?
I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But one thing I am is I'm very optimistic,
Good.
very, very optimistic about it because it's something that I desire. I really want to I want to get a strong hand on this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to lose my marriage in the midst of me going through what I'm going through. I don't want to lose my marriage
Well, I did.
because I can't control this
Right.
rage that I can sometimes get inside of me. You know,
Right.
so
Right. And
something
I
needs to be done.
and let me say this, Tramel, I did lose my marriage. I was lucky enough to have us to be able to marry that person again. Thank
Hmm.
God I had another chance.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that I have ruined a few good relationships by not being healthy mentally.
Hmm.
And then some of it was just not knowing any better. But
Right.
um, yeah, you got to do something.
Yeah, and I am.
Yeah.
I
So we'll talk later, though. I'm gonna get down and let you finish your show.
okay.
But you are loved, Tramel.
I know that. I know that. That's one of the things that just keeps me going. That's one of the things that makes me want to become proactive and
Good.
just taking care of myself. That's the smile. This is the outlet. This is my outlet.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
my therapist, because I've been in therapy for so long, it don't make no sense. Her thing was, she felt that me starting that YouTube channel was the best therapy I could ever have,
Hmm.
and it is. It
Yeah,
absolutely is.
it
So,
is.
but
It
we'll
is.
talk later.
Okay.
All right. Take
Love you,
care.
Queen.
Love you too, babe. Bye.
Bye bye. All right. So there's Roxanne. That was Roxanne, who is one of my good friends. Yes, she is. She's such a good friend to me, along with a whole lot of other people that are in this chat, like El Manning and Reese Cup. Just everybody, all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really, really do appreciate you because I know that your words just come from the heart. I know your words come from just being concerned. I know that you sharing your experiences with me is because you, like me, you want me to be a better me so that I can live a healthy and full and prosperous life. You know, we can do that, El Manning. We can do that. I would love to do that. I would love to um, put together a what do we call it? A support group. Um, if you guys are interested in that, send me an email and let me know. Let's do it. Let's put together. Let's start supporting each other. Let's support each other even outside of YouTube. We can do that. Yeah, we can. Um, this has been a very emotional show today, but I feel like it's something that had to be done. Not only because this is an outlet for me to express myself, to share to share whatever I can share. Um, it's more than that to me. You guys are more than that to me. You know, you guys are way more than that to me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Antoine. Thank you. Good friend of mine, Antoine. Hey, Monica, how are you? I want you to understand that. I really want you to get that. I really want you guys to get that you are more, you are so much more to me than just somebody that watches me at 11:30 every day. You guys mean more to me than that. You guys are more than a cash app or buying a t-shirt on the TheMKingz website. You're more than that. You're more than the emails. You're more than the text messages. I care about you guys like you care about me. I do. I really, really do. Yeah. Yeah. I I have to smile in looking at this comment from my friend Antoine, because I cannot tell you how many conversations that we have had, how many times we have shared with one another, how many times we have talked to one another, how many times I've said to him, lean on me, you know. I can't tell you how many times. But I'm getting ready to get off of here, guys. But before I go, okay, there's some things that I really want to cover. Um, of course, you guys know we said we were going to do this 14-day cleansing, where we're going to do no sex, no meat, no social media. Now, we got a lot of response from this, a lot. We've been getting, and we're still getting emails about it. A lot of people are saying, well, Tramel and Joseph, I know y'all, why are y'all wanting us to do a 14-day cleanse? And this is barbecue season. Why we got to start this now? So, because of popular demand, we're going to change the date of this. Now, for those of you that want to start your 14-day cleansing now or tomorrow, we were supposed to start tomorrow. For those of you that want to start your 14-day cleanse now, by all means, please do that. I am going to take the initiative to try to start mine tomorrow, if everybody wants to start tomorrow. But due to popular demand, a lot of people that want to do the challenge don't want they want me to start September 1st. So we are going to start September 1st. We are going to officially start September 1st. Now, like I said, those of you that want to start now, please, by all means, do that. If you want to send me updates, you can send me updates. I'll be more than happy. If you send me an email, I'll give you my phone number so that you can either call me or you can text me updates on what's going on, how you're doing with your cleanse. And that's how we can share. And like El Manning said, maybe even with that, we can start a Zoom support group, or we can even start something on Facebook, or another platform to, just see how everybody is doing. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, Reese Cup. Yes, we can do that. I mean, I'm doing it now. Really, I really am. I'm doing it now because like meat is really not a big part of my diet. I love, like I told you guys, I love salads. I love to eat salads. When I get off of here, I'm gonna make me a big salad. So, you know what I'm saying? Um, in a sense, I already done started. You know. So if you guys want to join Reese Cup and you want to start tomorrow, by all means do that. Reese Cup, send me an email. I think Joseph, you have Joseph's number. I don't know if I have your number, but please feel free to send us updates. Just send a text letting us know how you're doing. How you know if you want to send a text letting us know how you're doing, that's fine. I welcome that. I do. I welcome that. Good afternoon, Leon. How are you? I hope all is well with you. What you laughing at, Monte? Huh? What are you laughing at? Joseph said something funny. Joseph ain't even supposed to have pizza. He can't even have pizza because of his kidney disease. Neither one of us can have are supposed to have pizza because it's the phosphates that we have to be aware of when we're having pizza. So Joseph ain't gonna have no pizza today. He gonna have something. He'll have a salad or something like that. He ain't have no pizza. Um, yeah, kidney disease is a bitch. It is. It's a bitch because kidney disease, you can't eat nothing. It's some vegetables that you can't even eat. You got to be careful, like starfish. I mean, not starfish, star fruit. We can't have star fruit. It will kill us. Like it will literally, like even the juice, like just it's like if somebody made a salad and they put star fruit in it, and the juice, just the juice, like getting on our lip, it will kill us. It will literally kill us. So we both Joseph and I have to be careful. Joseph, you are not taking no pills and eating no pizza. And he is. He is, Roxanne. My husband is my best friend. He is. Even when I can be raging mad at him, but he is my best friend. I can't deny that. Yeah. Uh, y'all, the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. If y'all want to come up, I'll put it in there again. If you guys want to say something, you can. You can. If you have something to say about today's show, please, by all means, come on. Say something about today's show. You don't have to show your face. You can put your avatar up if you like. But come up and say something about today's show. I'm going to be off for another. Let's see. I'm going to be off for another 8 minutes. So by all means, please feel free to say something about the show. If you want to say something about the show, the link is in the chat. I'll put it in there again. I try to put it in there as much as possible. You're somebody.
I want my pizza. After yesterday, I deserve a pizza.
Have pizza, Joseph.
Bye, y'all. Gotta go.
You can't have pizza. You can't have pizza. See, y'all see what I have to deal with? Yes. Well, Monica won't agree to an interview with me yet. I've asked her for an interview too, Roxanne. She won't agree to one with me because she was like, Jamel, consider all this stuff that happened with blogs and fiction. I don't know if I trust y'all. And I don't blame her. We still talk though, like we talked to Monica. We talked to Monica on the phone and stuff like that. But y'all don't understand how tumultuous that was. That was oh God, that blogs and fiction thing was terrible. But she told me she would think about it, and I'm not putting no more pressure on her to do a interview. I told her when she's ready, just let me know, and I'll be right there. I would love to have Monica on my up close and personal um, uh, um, um, show. And another person I would love to have on my up close and personal is Monte. Love to do an interview with Monte. Yes. I want Monte to pick up the phone and call me. I don't want to call him first. I want him to call me. I tell him all the time, "You're my son." He said, I feel like you and Joseph are my spiritual parents. And I told him the other day, I said, you are my child. You are my child, Monte. So yeah, guys. I gotta call Antoine too. We gotta talk because we haven't had a chance. Me and Antoine, me and you, we haven't had a chance to like really catch up like we normally do. I miss Antoine so much. Antoine is so, oh gosh, y'all just don't know. Antoine is such a good friend to me. We are such good friends. I miss him so much. I do. Antoine is married too. But oops, I'm sorry, Antoine. I don't even know if you like people to know that. But that's how we met. We go to the same church. We attend the same church. So, um, yeah, Antoine is such a good friend to me. That's right, Joseph. No pizza. No pizza. You can't have it. If we're not going to start the challenge, at least we're going to eat. The least we can do is eat healthy. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I know. I know it's football season for you, Monica. I know your son plays football and he's good at it too, y'all. Monica got a son that he love football and he's very good at it. He's very, very good at it. Jamal is very good at football. So I know your life is busy. And then you got Jayla with her soccer. So Elman and Joseph ain't gonna do no cauliflower on no pizza. Joseph liked the pizza for the cheese. And the cheese is what is bad. We have kidney disease, and kidney disease you can't have cheese. You can't use you can have it, but you have to really regulate the way in which you have it. You know, you can't have like globs and globs of cheese. You can't have cheese. You can't have it's pizza. Pizza is not good. It's not good. So Joseph, no. When we both talked to the nutritionist. The nutritionist is like, okay, well, Joseph, you can have like maybe a little piece of a slice of a piece of pizza. So that's it. that's that's all. That's it. You know, I wish my husband could eat some cauliflower. You say cauliflower, he think it's nasty. See, y'all got Joseph, and see, I'll let Joseph tell y'all that some of the food Joseph grew up eating, y'all would be like, "Ooh, your grandmama fed you that." See, Joseph didn't have a diet like me. I had a diet where I was like, child, I ate everything. My grandmama used to make me macaroni and cheese and collard greens, and I would eat fresh vegetables. Like she would make me like okra and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had a healthy. Well, no, I ain't gonna say it was healthy because I grew up on soul food, y'all. Joseph didn't grow up on all that. But anyway, hey Antoine, how are you?
Internet is bad here. I just
Yeah.
want to say,
Y'all, this is one of my good friends, Antoine. He's like a brother to me. You know, we always have great. Antoine and I, we met in church. We always have great conversations. Him and his other half, his husband. We always Nelson. Shout out to Nelson too. Hey Nelson, if he in the background, I don't know if Nelson is there, but tell him I said hi, Antoine. But me and
hey,
Antoine, we
my
connect.
internet is bad.
Mhm. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, but you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
It's cutting in and out. All I want to say is thank you for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome,
Yeah, I
Antoine.
appreciate it, and we're definitely gonna talk. But I do appreciate it. I really need to hear it, and I know what Joseph means when he says he's gonna take the pills and eat the bad food. I'll be saying the same thing, but
Uh-huh.
I love you guys, and talk soon.
I love you
Because my
too,
internet breaking
Antoine.
up, so I can't even hear what you're saying.
Yes, I love you too, Antoine. I do. I love you. Antoine is like y'all. He is so special to me. He really is. You just don't know. But thank you, Antoine. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Um, I can eat cauliflower. Believe it or not, Reese Cup. I can eat it. Like I've had like the mashed potatoes. I've never had the cauliflower rice. Now I'm told that's a big thing. The cauliflower rice. They make rice. They take cauliflower and they make it look. It looks just like rice. Y'all, it looks just like rice. I've never had that before. I've had the mashed potatoes, and it's not that bad. If you put, if you make a nice gravy or something to put over it, it's really not that bad. Um, so yeah, I like no, Joseph, you see that? El man to be eating Brussels sprouts like Uncle Fred. Uncle Fred used to. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. And then I'm going. I'm leaving. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Uncle Fred. Shout out to my Uncle Fred. I hope he don't get his. I hope his feelings don't be hurt by what I say. But Uncle Fred, is very frugal, y'all. He is. He's very frugal, and there's nothing wrong with being frugal, right? So when Uncle Fred go to the store, whatever's on sale, that's what you get, child. Whatever's on sale, that's what you get. So Uncle Fred would go grocery shopping for the house, and he would always come back with these big ass bags of goddamn Brussels sprouts. And Joseph, no, see, I don't know how to cook Brussels sprouts because I hated them as a child. So I was like, when I grew up, when I became, an adult, and I had my own house, I said I would never, I would never buy Brussels sprouts because I hated them so. But Joseph knows how to cook them, and so when Joseph and I first got back together, he would cook for me, and he would put these Brussels sprouts on my plate. He'd be like, "Why you ain't eating why you ain't eating the Brussels sprouts?" I was like, "Joseph, I'm not eating that shit. I ain't eating that shit. Not." Beat me, put bamboo shoots up under my fingernails, but I am not eating no damn Brussels sprouts. You can forget that. I'm not doing it. That's one of the only vegetables that I want. Now I love me some okra. My husband be like, "Ugh, how you gonna eat that?" I love okra. I know how to make we call it down south. We call it tomato casserole. It's okra with tomatoes, and we make a casserole out of it. But the Brussels sprouts, no, I can't. I can't even, y'all. I can't. Ugh. I can't even think about. I can't even think about it. I can't. Reese cup okra is good if you fry it. You gotta fry it. When I tell you, you fry it, you could. Oh, excuse me. Fried okra is like it's like a treat if you season it the right way. You gotta season it first, and then you gotta put it in a batter, and then you fry it. If anybody got Church's Chicken near them, Church's Chicken makes fried okra. Child, let me tell you something. Church's Chicken make the best fried okra I have ever tasted in my whole entire life. And I know it's a lot of people in the chat that may not like okra, but it's very good fried. It's like eating popcorn. I kid you not. I kid you not. Sweet potatoes do what? To the cauliflower, to the Brussels sprouts. I'm not doing Oh man, me and you, we gonna have to have a conversation, John. It is not. It's not slimy, Joseph. When you fry it, it's really not. I'm a fry. See, I haven't cooked okra since we got married. But I'm gonna fry some okra up for my husband so he can taste it. I'm gonna fry some okra up for you, Joseph. Or we gonna find a church's chicken. We can go get you some fried okra. I'm telling you, fried okra is the best. It's not slimy, and it's not slimy. Yeah, my grandmother was like that too. My grandmother could grow anything. My grandmother used to make soap. She used to grow her own vegetables. Like we would have fresh vegetables. I grew up on fresh vegetables. My skin was so pretty too. It was. I ain't go through acne like a lot of kids did when I was a teenager because my grandmother. I ate my vegetables. You can do the okra, Montana. You just have to cook it the right way. You know what? Believe it or not, we can do a lot of things. We just know we have to know how to cook it. I bet you, Brussels sprouts would probably taste good fried too. If you put a batter on them and fried, it probably tastes good too. Make you a little hollandaise sauce or something to put on, to dip it in. It probably tastes good. I don't know. Maybe I should try. Maybe I should get some fried or some okra and some Brussels sprouts and fry. And I got all this tiger sauce in my cabinet. Maybe it'll taste good with the tiger sauce because I love the tiger sauce. Yeah, fried cabbage. Yeah, Joseph, fried cabbage. It probably the same thing. I love fried cabbage, but I don't know. El Manning, I don't understand it. I love cabbage, but I don't like Brussels sprouts. I don't know what it is. It's this taste that they have. Oh my god! And it's the smell for me too that they have, and the fresh ones look so good. They look I can't say I gotta say they Brussels sprouts looks very very appetizing, very appetizing because they look like little cabbages, you know. But I just don't know. They don't taste good. Don't taste good to me. I'm with you, Lisa. She said they are hideous. And shout out to Lisa. Lisa, congratulations. She told the story on her page of her progression, her evolution in housing. Lisa works for the New York Housing Department, and she said she started out, as a regular worker, and within 5 years she was promoted. And she stands, she just got another promotion, I believe, just recently. And y'all, Lisa is who we met when we went out, when we celebrated our anniversary in New Jersey. I'm gonna tell you, that girl is beautiful. She is one of the most beautifulest people I've ever seen in my life, and I'm talking about inside and out. She's so pretty. She's a little teeny weeny little thing, but she's pretty. She is. She got pretty nice Coke bottle shape, and she got these pretty doe eyes, and she's beautiful, beautiful, just a beautiful girl. I'm gonna try that. I really am. I'm gonna try because I told y'all my doctor wants me to try a plant-based diet. So I'm going to follow suit and try a plant-based diet. If this is gonna help my kidneys, if this is gonna help me as a diabetic, I don't care. I don't mind doing because see, y'all, I want to live to be 100 or more. Thank you, Lisa. I want to live to be 100 or more. And if that's going to keep me from being on dialysis, and listen, I'm not, when I say keep me from being on dialysis, I'm not, I don't put my husband down because he's on dialysis. I don't. But he told me he don't want me to be on dialysis. And that's the message that's inside my head. So if if eating a plant-based diet is going to help me as a person, if it's going to help me live a longer, healthy, fuller life, then by all means, I'm going to do that. Even if they tell me, Jamel, if you don't start eating Brussels sprouts, you're going to die. I'm going to start eating me some Brussels sprouts. Okay, I'm just gonna have to learn how to cook them. I'm gonna have to learn how to put them in a damn salad, something, you know. You know, and Joseph cooked them just like that. He cooks them just like that, El Manny. Just like you do. I think he used a little bacon with his. Joseph, what you mean you don't want to live to be 100? I would love to live to be 100, just to show the girls, yes, I'm still here. I'm reading these comments. Y'all are a mess. Now, I would love that recipe. I would love that recipe. Roasted vegetable salad. Because I love vegetables. I love cooking fresh vegetables. I do. I cook a lot of my fresh vegetables in olive oil. I'll get the grease real hot and then just throw the vegetables in there. And then we have this tradition, this food that we eat in Newark, New Jersey, that Newark, New Jersey is known for, and that's fried vegetables. They take them and they put them in a light batter, and then they fry them, and you eat them with fish. Yeah, they're really good too. Hey, what's going on, Curtis? Y'all, Curtis, y'all say hi to Curtis and make him feel welcome. Y'all make sure y'all make Curtis feel welcome to the McCray Kingdom. He's new here, and I will be doing an interview with him on Wednesday of next week. Curtis is a singer, he's a drummer, he's an artist, and he's also a part of the LGBT as well. And so we're going to have a up close and personal conversation on Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. He will be a special guest with me on Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. So you guys make Curtis feel welcome by saying hello to him. Make sure you do that. Make sure you say hello to Curtis. No, Lisa, they tell me that it's not vegan because they still want you to have your meat. They still want you to have your red meat. They still want you to have your red meat. So it's not a vegan diet, although it sounds like one. But you can still have chicken, and I mean, you can still have your poultry, and you can still have your meat with it. One moment, John. My diabetes monitor is telling me to test. Okay. But yeah, it's not a total plant-based diet, guys. Um, what type of meals comprise what? What do you mean, Risika? What's that you don't eat no more, Joseph? I'm just good at making salads. I am. I'm good. I'm good at making salads, and I'm also good at cooking vegetables. I really am. I'm very good at that, except for Brussels sprouts. The Brussels sprouts take me aback. Yes, the Brussels sprouts take me aback. But any other vegetable, pretty much I could do. I love squash. I like rutabaga. Joseph ain't never had rutabaga before. Really? I've never even heard of vegan butter, Curtis. I've never even heard of that. Okay, Lisa, you gonna do the cleanse? Well, Some people are going to start their cleanse tomorrow. The TheMKingz, we're going to officially start the cleanse on September 1st. That's what we're going to do because we got such a demand to start it on September 1st. We're going to do that because we want as many people to do this cleanse as possible. And that's the only reason why we're going to start on September 1st. Yes. Oh, really, Reese Cup? Okay. I see y'all getting acquainted with Curtis and making him feel welcome. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you because everybody in the McCray Kingdom is important, right? You know what, Lisa? To be honest with you, I'm looking forward to just, getting me some carrots and some bell peppers and some potatoes and vegetables like that, and just taking some hot olive oil and putting it in the pan and getting it hot, and just taking the vegetables and throwing it in there. I love steamed vegetables, so I have a steamer. Maybe I'll have me some steamed vegetables as well. Um, or I may I probably if I do I probably maybe if I don't feel like cooking, go to the Chinese restaurant. Chinese restaurant have the best steamed vegetables and rice. So go to your local Chinese restaurant, get you some steamed vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Get you some steamed vegetables and rice. Wow, that's great, Curtis. Did y'all see that? Curtis said that you know, he used to have heart palpitations. Um, he did a cleanse, and he no longer has those heart palpitations. Yes, I know the potatoes. I know the white potato. Well, my nutritionist told me that I can have the potatoes as long as I peel them. She said peel them. And she told me that, like, I love spinach. She said it's best to have it whole than to cook it because the breakdown of the potato, it breaks down into too much potassium when you cook the spinach. So I'm looking forward to that. Having some spinach. I love, like I told you guys, I love salad. So I love arugula, lettuce. I love green leaf lettuce. I love romaine. All kinds of lettuce. And a lot of people say the lettuce really doesn't have any nutritional value, but it's good with my tomatoes and my onions and my peppers and everything that I put in my salad. Um, but yeah, guys, that's it. Oh, you're welcome, Curtis. Thank you so much. Curtis and I, we had good conversation last night on the phone. We were talking about music. So we had a good conversation on the phone last night. Curtis is one of my newest friends from Facebook. I think we met because I was doing a post about homosexuality in the church. Is where I met Curtis. He's been he's been a Facebook friend of mine for quite some time. But we're officially good friends now. You know, we share war stories amongst couples. But we really talk about music, guys. We really talk about music a lot. That's my first love. Yes, I will have a blessed day. You leaving, Monte? Because I'm getting ready to wrap it up. I am getting ready to wrap it up. But yeah, we talked about music because y'all know music is my first love. So me and Curtis, that's one of the things that we have in common. We talk about music a lot. Yes, we do. And you know what? You made a good point, Curtis. Guys, stay away from the fast food restaurants. Really, I mean, I've like in the past year, I've like cut them out as much as I possibly can because uh, and there are times when I go to them, like I'll go. Joseph will say, "Well, I don't feel like cooking. Let's go to McDonald's." He'll say, "What do you want?" And I'll get one of those new chicken sandwiches they have. The country fried chicken sandwiches that they have. I'll get something like that, and they're really good. I love them. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Joseph is getting me some steamed vegetables. He heard me say, "Y'all see how my husband is? Always does for me." He heard me say, "I want some steamed vegetables," and he gonna get me some steamed vegetables. That's so true, Curtis. That's how I lost weight. That's how I lost weight. That's how I went from being almost 300 pounds to what I am today. Is I ate things in moderation. I did. Me too, Monte. I got an addiction to Popeyes, child. You can't even say Popeyes too loud around me. And Popeyes is like an hour away from me. I got to drive an hour to get to the nearest Popeyes. I ain't never had their voodoo sauce. I've never had their voodoo sauce. But I love me some Popeyes, child. That's my favorite place to be. It is. It's my favorite place to be. Joseph was saying, like when we go to Jersey, there's a Popeyes. There's like 10 of them around, where we come from. And he'd be like, "Let's go to Popeyes." Child, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'd be hanging out the window like this, like one of them little dogs. I love me some Popeyes. Oh, Barbara, you don't like beans? Girl, please. I made me some chili the other day. Oh, child. And the more it's in the refrigerator, the more, flavorful it is. Because I made it the other day. I made a big pot of chili, y'all. And it's in the refrigerator. We ate some yesterday. Oh, God, it's so good. You leaving too? You have a blessed day too, Lisa. Thank you so much for joining us. No, we ain't got no Bojangles. We don't have no Bojangles. My husband lives for Bojangles. He lives for it. I'm like you too, Curtis. I really don't like the fast food restaurant because they put every damn thing in the microwave. I don't. That's why I don't like them. And so it's so easy. It's easy for me to stay away from them. I can digest it, but I'm not fond of the fast food restaurants because to me they're processed. The food is processed. um, Believe it or not, McDonald's has the bet to me, like their classic. They have a classic chicken sandwich now, like Popeyes, and it's good. It's really good. If anybody wants to try, if you want to try El Manning, they do. They have a good chicken. They have good chicken sandwich at Kentucky at McDonald's. I always get it with extra pickles because I love pickles. They have a really good chicken sandwich. Wow, you haven't had McDonald's in 20 years, El Manny? 20 years? Wow. That's I mean, I applaud that because that takes discipline. I mean, I grew up on McDonald's. I remember as a kid going to McDonald's and it wasn't nothing, no. McDonald's was a big thing when I was a kid. Tell Randall I said hello. Hello. Shout out to Randall. Shout out to Randall. That's Curtis, Ellaby's boyfriend and partner. He says hello to everyone. So y'all say hello to Randall as well. That's Curtis's boyfriend. Um, wow. And you know they just added high C back to their menu, which I can't have. I can't have the high C now. When they first started, when they first put the high C on the menu, I didn't have diabetes, so I used to drink the high C like I would like chai. I used to drink that high C like it was water. Yes, y'all just are talking. I love this. I love this. I've been trying to get off of here. Y'all won't let me go. Y'all won't let me go. Wow. Um, But I'm getting ready to get on out of here, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all following us on all social media platforms. You know what those are. Facebook, Instagram, we're on Twitter, and we're right here on YouTube every weekday morning at 11:30 a.m. So join us one morning and bring a friend, or even if you don't bring a friend to join with you, tell them to join us as well. We really need your support by sharing us out to other people. Um, Please, by all means, do that. And just make sure that you are supporting us. Just support us. Support the McCray Kings. Yes, we love your support. More than anything, we love to see new people in the chat. We love that. So share us out with as many people as you possibly can. We welcome that. And for those new people, for the people that's in the bush, because we did our analytics, right? Joseph looks at our analytics. Y'all pardon me for a second. I'll be right with y'all. Oh Jesus. Y'all look at there to be different for a minute. That's coming soon too. I got to. Oh God, hold on. Can I reach it? Okay, I got it. Got it. Oh Jesus. I apologize, guys. I apologize. Okay, here I go. Y'all, because I was crying and I was emotional and stuff like that, my sugar was getting too high. My diabetes monitor kept on beeping to tell me that my blood sugar was too high. So I was taking my insulin. But as I was stating, I was about to close the show out. I was about to close. What the heck is that? I'll be right with you guys. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I was about to close out the show, right? Like I said, y'all, make sure y'all following us on all social media platforms. If you want to donate to the McKingz platform, there, right here, I need to move over right down there. That is our cash tag. It's $ TheMKingz. Don't forget, it's Kings with a Z. So anyone that wants to donate to our platform, please by all means do that. Know that all your donations are appreciated, number one, and know that your donations go back into our platform to help us grow. Okay. And y'all, I hope and pray that you guys are going over to the TheMKingz boutique, which I'm going to show you now. I hope you guys are going over to the TheMKingz boutique and getting your TheMKingz merchandise. Y'all see, that's one of my sayings that I always say. Let me be very clear. We got mugs, we got t-shirts, we got several different lines. This is our Dare to Be Different clothing line. We got leggings for the ladies. They got some the ladies, y'all got some cute leggings, child. I wish I could wear leggings. I ain't gone that far now. Y'all know I'm androgynous, but I ain't that androgynous to wear leggings. We even got face masks. We got the face masks that cover the face. We got the face mask that you can put around your neck and you can just take it down whenever you ain't using it. We have our specialty section of our boutique, which has shirts like this that are called, this is Joseph. This is inspired by Joseph. It says Petty AF. I'm pretty sure y'all can figure out what that means. Yes, that's one of the shirts that was inspired by Joseph. And then, you got the shirts that was inspired by one of our subscribers. This is our I Wish a Millionaire Would line. I wish a millionaire would. I wish a millionaire would. Yes, and it comes in a host of different colors. This is the women's tee. So women, y'all go over there to the McKingz boutique and get y'all one of our I Wish a Millionaire Would shirts. Okay. We also have my line, my little saying that I always say is, and that's I likes to cuss. Because I likes to cuss. Y'all, let me show y'all my I likes to cuss shirt. Hold on for a second. There it go, where it go, there it go. See, I likes to cuss. That's because I likes to cuss. Y'all know I likes to cuss. Y'all know I like to say big curse words like motherfucker. God damn it. I'll kick your motherfucking ass. And as you can see, it comes in a host of different colors, but I'm showing y'all the women's tee. It does come in men's tee as well. So y'all go on over to the McKingz boutique and get y'all McKingz merchandise. Please do that. Please go over and get your McKingz merchandise and show your support for us. We get a profit off of every shirt that y'all buy. That's why we tell y'all to go over there. All right, so we're going to get on out of here. We're wrapping this up, y'all. Y'all, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for seeing me through the smiles and the laughs and mostly the tears. I thank you for that. I thank you for your understanding. And like I said in the beginning, I did this show so that it may touch someone or it may help someone. And remember, guys, if you are experiencing any mental health issues, go seek out help. If you want to find out more information about mental health and your mental health, go to your local community center, okay? Or go to your local Board of Social Services. They should be able to help you as well. Okay, with that being said, guys, I'm out of here. I am. I'm going to try to enjoy the rest of my day. I'm waiting for my little steamed vegetables to get here, child. So y'all walk in love, peace, and sunshine, as it is a beautiful day today. Do your greatest work and walk in happiness and dare to be different. Right? And always remember what it is here. Y'all know what it is here. Do I need to say it? Yeah, I need to say it. It's Team McCray. It's Team McCray all damn day. That's a big kiss for you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day. Love you.